Like your points or on the side? Okay. No?
Barely.
You'll have enough room for it. Show me. Okay, I think you'll have room at the very top. Just make some small pictures. Okay? So you're going to have 3 small pictures, or you can do this in your notebook if you prefer. Why don't you write 5.3 scatter plots at the top of this? Just so you know that this is lesson 5.3. Today is 2.7. I was so happy when I got my sub-plans from when I was sick last week, and they said that 9th grade did really well. And I'm really hoping that I get that again. I need you to think carefully about that because I really don't want to come back to find that you were cruel to somebody or mean to a sub.
Who is the sub?
Mr. Young. Got to be kind, no matter what. Okay? Now, what if a sub is unfair to you or does something that I wouldn't do? What do you do? Nope. Keep your mouth shut and deal with it. And then when I get back, you tell me immediately about exactly what happened. And if the sub notes say, that class was great, and you tell me this sub was really bad, then I'm going to say, I never want that sub in my room again. Okay? And if I come back and it says this class was horrible, and you guys were like, no, the sub was horrible, then I'm going to be like, yeah. Like, I'm going to believe the adult. You guys were being really rude. So they were probably reacting to that. But if the sub notes say that you guys were great, and then you're like, this was a horrible sub, then I'm going to believe you 100%. Okay? So be polite no matter what, unless, of course, it's ridiculous. If he's like, kill each other for sport, like maybe then go ahead and leave my room. You know what I mean? Like, call the principal in. Be like, the sub's asking weird stuff. But please be respectful and kind. And it's Mr. Young. Mr. Young is really into following the rules. So, okay. So, we're just going to draw some quick examples really quick. This is called a positive correlation. A positive correlation looks like you've got dots that are kind of trending uphill. Yeah, that's not obnoxious at all, you guys. Notice this, everybody look up. When you're doing a positive correlation, you could have like 1 or 2 that are weird and out of boundaries, but mostly looking like that. This means that as one thing goes up, the other goes up. This is something like studying and your grades going up. Sure. The more you work, the more money you make. Positive correlation. Everybody okay with that?
Sure.
Negative correlation looks like this. Be polite to me. Don't talk over me right now. Negative correlation goes downhill. You might have 1 or 2 weirdos that are out there. It's a negative correlation. What a negative correlation means as one thing goes up, the other thing goes down. An example of that would be the amount of clothing that people are wearing and the temperature outside. As the temperature goes up and up and up, people stop wearing heavy coats and heavy clothing. So there's an example. Or the more money you spend, the less money in your bank account. It's a negative correlation. Okay. What do you think this one's called?
Positive, negative.
No correlation. This is when 2 things are not connected or related at all. No arrows to be drawn at all. Everybody okay with this? All right, so what do you think is going to happen? Do you think we're going to get a positive correlation, a negative correlation, or no correlation when it comes to height versus shoe size?
Hopefully positive.
We'll see. I mean, it could be positive, could not be. Be pretty weird if it was negative. The taller you are, the smaller your feet are. Who knows? All right, the first point we're graphing is 7133. 71. We're going to do this carefully now. There's my dot for 7133. I'm going to, on here, cross off 7133 to show that I did it. The next one is 7129. And cross that one off. What I think I'm going to do for the next little bit here, here's something you need to know. Stop working on it right now and listen to me. Listen to me, look up at my beautiful face. Stunning. Okay? If there is more than one point that is the same, then you just make your point bigger. Okay? So it should look at like a larger size than the other points. Does that make sense? So what I'm going to do right now to make this easy on you is I'm just going to put the points up here so you don't have to flip back and forth 1,000 times. Does that work? Okay? All right. The other part of your homework is this, so everybody write it down. You can do it on the back of this. You can do it in your notebook, wherever you have room. It is page 311, numbers 1 through 4. And all that is it's going to be looking at a graph and saying, that's a positive correlation, that's no correlation, that's negative. Like, that is all it is. Okay? And maybe a reason. No big deal. Should go very fast. Everybody understand that this is what's due Thursday? Cool. All right, here's your points.